Hi guys, Victor on the Give Me a Flake Man channel, flying solo today. I got an email today from a guy named Irritator, I think his name is I-R-I-T-H-R. Used to live in Japan, apparently doesn't now, but he sends me a video called Tokyo Subway Fight, which is, as you can expect by the title, a fight on, well, not really a fight, it's just a kind of an attack. You see three white guys, three Westerners I should say, are on a subway and they're sitting next to a Japanese guy. Everyone seems to be intoxicated. And there's just a very, there's a confrontation, a few words are exchanged and a kick to the face. So you can check out that video, link in the description. But what I'd like to do with this video today is just explain what is being said. It's very simple, but there's one part that I cannot hear. If anyone can hear, I'm reaching out to you guys. Maybe you have better audio system or you can pick it up. I can't really hear what happens right before the kick, but there is some useful useful English here. Anyway, let's listen to the actual link here. I'm turning it up. Here we go. Sawaranai. Sawaru is touch. Sawaru. Sawaranai. And usually we say sawaranai de. That's the te form of don't of the sawaru verb. Sawaranai de, sawaranai de, sawaranai de. Don't touch me. If you want to be stronger, you can say sawaru na. Sawaru na. Adding a na to a regular verb just makes it a command negative. Sawaru na. So for example, eat is taberu, and if you want someone not to eat something, you say taberu na. You means to say. If you want to say the opposite of you, don't say it. We say, that's right, you na. Very simple, right? Anyway, so he says sawaru na. That's, or sawaranai de. Sawaranai de. Then he says tomodachi janai. Another negative to a noun is janai. Adding janai to any noun means I am not that. Tomodachi, of course, is friend. Tomodachi janai is I'm not your friend. Tomodachi janai. Sawarana. Sawaranai de. Tomodachi janai. And then he says anata. Now, the word anata, of course, means two, but I mean you. But you have to remember that in Japanese, we don't usually say the word you. Wives do use it for their husbands. I've noticed in what do you call it? Japanese dramas, television dramas. My wife doesn't really use it to towards me too much. She usually calls me in baka. You know, I don't know what that means yet, but I'm gonna figure that one out. But anyway, I do see that wives use it towards their husband, and sometimes I see it in internet comments when someone is angry with someone. They say anata, and they write it in katakana, which I guess is supposed to be insulting. I'm not really sure if I'm wrong about that, but my sense is that, you know, they're trying to say, hey, you, hey, you, hey, you, you know, like a kind of a, hey, you're pointing your finger, which is, of course, impolite. But anyway, it says, sawaranai de, tomodachi janai, anata. Right? Dakara. Now we're going to get into this word a little bit later, later in the week. Dakara is so. So, don't touch me. Dakara sawaranai de. So don't touch me. And then the part where I can't hear, right here, just a second. Kono te. Kono is this. Te is hand. Kono te wa soko janai. Soko is there. Janai, not there. So basically saying, don't put your hand there. I think the Japanese guy is reaching over and putting his hand like very close to his hand. And you know how people are. Something interesting about the video though is in the beginning part of the video, the guy wearing the black t-shirt seems to be touching the Japanese guy. And you have to be careful about personal space in Japan. Don't get too close to people. A lot of people don't like to be touched. I've had one student who for 17 years, and she's a really good friend and student, and I guess I'm kind of a touchy-feely guy, but I understand people don't like to be touched. But once in a while, like on her birthday or something, or you know, she brings me a present, I'll give her kind of a hug, and it's become kind of an inside joke with us because she's like, no, okay, you're hugging me. I'm not comfortable with physical touching, you know. So yeah, a lot of Japanese are not very good with hugs. On my first date with my wife, I didn't want to kiss her because I liked her. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, I gave her a hug, and she thought, wow, he's very good at hugs. But it was something that she remembered about me. So what was the point of that little branch. The point being, I don't think I gave her an especially, it's just a hug. But the point being, she wasn't used to being hugged, and maybe she enjoyed our hug, so she thought it was something that I had been trained to do, or something, something I had a high level of skill hugging. But actually, it was just a regular hug, a regular Western hug. Now remember, I'm actually Latin American also, so in the Latin American culture, where we hug everybody, kissing everybody. You meet somebody, kiss them right away. It's kind of, it's just the culture. I'm not going to say it's great, it's bad. It's just the culture. Back to the video. Yeah, and then I can't really hear what happens right before. So if anybody can hear that, but I did see a comment on. By the way, the comments on that video are pretty interesting. Someone wrote something. The Chinese are fighting each other on that. A couple of Chinese people and Taiwanese people. But someone wrote something kind of ridiculous, and another person wrote, "I can't believe you typed that. You wrote that with a straight face," which just to me seems like the funniest comment. Like, how do you know how you're writing something with a straight face? Anyway, somebody here named Kuni Toko Dachi wrote, "The Japanese said, apologize to him. The white man said, I don't apologize. You are my friend. Don't touch me." But I don't hear the apology word at all. I don't know where that is. If anybody can find that. Apologize is ayamaru. Ayamaru. And by the way, all the vocabulary will be just in the description of this video to save time. Ayamaru. In this case, if you want someone to apologize, like I said in a previous video, ayamari nasai. Ayamari nasai. The nasai ending is a kind of a wagging your finger. Do that. Ayamari nasai. Ayamare would be a stronger command. Ayamare. Ayamare. Yeah, we wouldn't use ayamate. Ayamate. I guess you could say the te form ayamate, but ayamate actually sounds more natural to me. But anyway, I don't hear any of these expressions in here. But if anyone can hear it, then please leave it in the comments. Okay. Anyway, that's your little listening study for today. Very again, 7.5 minutes. How does this happen to me? Okay, well that's life. Enjoy the video. And any notes about? Oh yes, a lot of people are talking about that in the comments that white guy is such a wuss or something like that. Something that sounds like wussy for walking away. But actually, I would say my view is if someone punches you and it doesn't hurt, there's no reason to punch him back. If someone does this, it's like, okay, so you attempted to punch me. The guy kicked him in the face, but it didn't look painful. It looked kind of shocking. It was definitely, I guess, insulting to be punched, to be kicked in the face in public. But my view would be that if it didn't really hurt, I wouldn't really sweat it too much. I would probably do the same thing, especially in Japan, because in a crowded subway, do you really want to get in a fist fight in a subway with a bunch of people? Props to the white guy, the Western guy, for walking away. I don't know if I would have been strong enough. I probably would have tried to get at least a punch in for that. But again, I don't know. I mean, I've been in a situation where someone's attempted to hit me, and I've been like, "What? That's your hit?" Oh, I feel bad hitting you back since that didn't really hurt. The guy stood up and walked away. Seemed fine, but it is a good idea not to get involved in a situation like this. Even if you're completely in the right, the cops do tend to favor the Japanese person and detain you because I think they feel more like they feel like you're more of a threat than the Japanese person. But again, it's all up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you're an adult, do whatever you want, but just be prepared to do the time. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.